Hey guys, welcome back. If you guys are new, my name is Lauren and I'm a nurse that's here for all your science-backed skincare reviews. As you guys can see, we're gonna do more of a casual video here today. I'm here in my bathroom and I'm barefaced because I wanted to try on live the new JLo Beauty Moisturizer. I got this at the beginning of December when she did her soft launch, and it's officially launching on January 1st. So I've been using this for about a month now and I have some thoughts. Definitely some pros, but there's some cons as well. I'll give you my final thoughts in the end. I'll let you guys know who I think this moisturizer would benefit, what skin type. We'll go through the full ingredient list, and yeah, just lots of tea on the new JLo moisturizer. Thanks for watching. If you want to stay and subscribe, I'd love to have you. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and dive right into it. So I was so excited when I heard JLo was releasing a skincare line. When I think of beautiful celebrity skin, JLo is the first person that comes to mind. But I'm sure you guys have heard by now, people did not go easy on JLo with this launch. People came down on her because she used filters for the marketing. She denied using fillers and Botox. But can we really say that she's lying about this? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure she sees an amazing facialist, the best around. I'm sure she uses amazing products. And she admitted, I did watch her Instagram live. She said that as she grew up, she did use drugstore products. She got to know skincare through the drugstore products, and then as she got older, she got into fancier, more luxury products that she got sent. So she's tried out a ton of skincare, so she admits to this. She never said it was all olive oil. She did say it was her secret ingredient, that her mom used olive oil growing up on her skin and she loved the results, but she doesn't say that's all she used, that's how she got her amazing skin. I don't know, I just think we're jumping to generalizations here. And olive oil, yes, while it does have its downside, I mean, dermatologists will outright say that it's full of oleic acid, which if you look at the fatty acid component of a lot of oils, some oils have more oleic acid than linoleic acid, which is the good fatty acid. Oleic acid is essentially just more porous. It allows for more transepidermal water loss. It can cause an impaired skin barrier. It can actually inflame the skin if you use too much of it. So there are some downsides to olive oil, but if it's used in small amounts and in combination with other oils, it's probably not that bad. And also, if you look on a great research-backed website is inkydecoder.com. All their information is backed by data and research, and they talk about the percentages of oils on there. And they actually list, I just pulled up the website, the range of oleic acid in olive oil can be anywhere from 55% to 85%. But when you compare it to an oil like argan oil can have as high as 50% oleic acid as well, and as low as 30%. So if you're looking at the lower end of oleic acid in olive oil, you're looking at a 55% concentration. If you're getting the highest concentration of oleic in argan, you could be getting a 50% concentration. That's only a 5% difference. And when you look at the ingredients, so actually the ingredients are what sold me on this product. I was going back and forth because I did hear about the olive oil. Do I really want an olive oil packed moisturizer? Not really. But when you look at the ingredients, they're promoting this olive complex, which is a blend of squalene fermented oil, extra virgin olive oil, and leaf extract. And then looking at the ingredient list, squalene actually comes in third on the ingredient list. I love squalene. Squalene is a great occlusive agent. It's naturally composed in our skin. We have it, it's naturally present. It's a great moisturizer. So when I saw that, I'm like, yes, that is definitely selling me on this product. There's also shea butter high up on the list. And we know that squalene is actually made from olives. So when you hear them promoting this whole idea of her mom using olive oil growing up and it was like the secret skincare ingredient, yes, it's a great marketing story, but it's really not high up there on the ingredient list. So of course there's better oils out there, but it's the whole marketing story. They're just trying to sell a product. And there's also a ton of other great moisturizing emollient ingredients in here. We have, I talked about the soybean oil, there's galactomyces ferment, huge in Korean skincare. It's a great moisturizing agent. And then we have dimethicone. Silicone is a great occlusive agent to help prevent the transepidermal water loss. We have green tea extract. Green tea extract is great for brightening the skin. And actually, the green tea comes right after the olive oil. So that is also another promising thing. An extract is usually used in low concentrations in a product. So you can probably guess there's not a ton of olive oil in here. And then let's see, what else do we have in here? We have vitamin E, there's a peptide, we have hyaluronic acid. So great things to plump out the skin. And there's also niacinamide, which is a great brightener. Now the one negative, there's fragrance in here, but it is a synthetic fragrance. You guys have heard me say I'm not big on essential oils in skincare. There are certain ones I do not get along with. But when I see a synthetic fragrance, I can be okay with it. And actually, synthetic fragrance are a lot less volatile than a lot of essential oils are. So that didn't put me off really immediately, but let's get into how this feels and goes onto the skin. So the actual formula is really thick and buttery. It's a thick, balmy consistency. You can see it's so thick. It's even thicker than the Pharmacy Ceramide Holy Hydration Cream. Is it the Holy Hydration Cream? What is that stuff called? The Honey Halo. That stuff is super thick. This is even thicker. It's, like I said, a balm-like consistency. It's a little difficult to spread onto the skin. Once you get it going, it does develop into this nice emollient, kind of oily consistency, but it does take a little bit to work onto the skin, which was one negative for me. I did find that after applying a couple serums, it kind of, oh, did I just get on my forehead? It did kind of spread all my serums around, and I don't know, I felt like I had to give some time for my serums to sink in before applying this. But it did work well with them. It never pilled up or anything. It absorbed nicely into my skin, but it still leaves almost like a, I don't want to say greasy film, but more of like a slippery feeling on your skin, but not uncomfortable. It doesn't feel super heavy. But yeah, it's a little too thick for my liking. It's just kind of hard to rub in. I felt like it kind of tugged on my skin a little bit. So let me show you guys how this applies. A little bit goes a long way, but I'll do a lot for this video so you guys can see how it really looks on the skin. So yeah, it takes a little bit to rub in and spread onto the skin, but it does, after a little bit, develop this nice silky kind of velvety feel. The smell is pretty strong, I will say. It's kind of slightly musky, which I'm not a big fan of. And the smell lingers, which is another thing I wasn't a fan of. I'm okay with maybe like a slight synthetic fragrance in skincare, but I thought this was pretty strong. I heard a couple of people comment that they felt it wasn't too strong. I don't know. Maybe my sense of smell is just a little bit more intense, but got some around the eye there. I never felt any stinging around the eyes. It did feel gentle around the eyes. Now, it did burn my skin, however, on one application. I did use the TLC Baby Facial. That is a super strong AHA, BHA mask, which can inflame the skin, but when I applied this right afterwards, my skin started to burn and I got a couple red patches on my cheek. So watch out for that. I do not feel like this is a great moisturizer for after exfoliating. Maybe it's because of that fragrance, but yeah, I was not a fan of that burning. But what I was a fan of is the instant glow it gives your skin. And actually, I'm in natural light now. Let me move this away from the window so you guys can see this really pretty glow on the skin. See how it has that sheen? It gives your skin a natural radiance, kind of an instant plumpness. And yeah, it's feeling really good. That smell is still lingering. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that smell, but I do like how this makes your skin look. It was unfortunate that it did cause that inflammation after exfoliating. So that brings me to my conclusion here. I do not think this is good for anybody with sensitive skin. My skin was compromised and it made it even more red, more inflamed. That mask doesn't usually do that to my skin either, so the moisturizer really did aggravate it. So avoid it if you have sensitive skin. Also, if you have really dry skin, this is a skin type I think it'd be great for. It's really thick and occlusive. It holds water in. I know what they say about olive oil, but it really does feel really moisturizing. I'm always super dry around this time of year, which I still am, but I feel like this has really improved my moisture levels. It's so thick, so balmy. Like I said, that is the one negative for me. I don't like how thick and just kind of, like I said, it does have like a slip to it that stays on your skin, but it does wear well underneath makeup. It's real thick and heavy though, so if that's not your thing, I don't think you're gonna like this. If you're a fan of the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, this is a $100 cream. This is half the price. This goes for $58. Just move you over here, the light kind of changed. But the Charlotte Tilbury cream is exactly the same consistency. It has that thick, balmy texture. So if you like that, you'll be a fan of the JLo. And then I'll show you both of these creams swatched together so you can see how they both give that instant glow. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury, and then here we have the JLo. So there you can see how equally radiant my hand is. They both give that instant glow, that instant sheen, that youthful glow. So if you're looking for something like that, I think you would like this. But if you have sensitive skin, it may potentially inflame your skin, may cause some sensitivity. If you have a compromised skin barrier, like I probably did when I used that Drunk Elephant mask, it will aggravate your skin. So in conclusion, those with normal to dry to even very dry, mature skin, I think you would really like this. But your skin just cannot be on a sensitive skin. Sorry guys, I meant to say sensitive side. If you're on the sensitive side, I swear I have a speech impediment. It could potentially inflame your skin and may cause red patches like it did that one time for me. Now, throughout the month, I never got a blemish or anything. It never broke me out. So that was very impressive considering how thick and emollient this moisturizer is. So that was pretty promising. So overall, there's pros and cons to this moisturizer. Is it gonna be my number one, my holy grail? Probably not, but I don't know. I like the instant glow. It gives a pretty sheen to the complexion, just that youthful glow, but it's a little heavy, a little kind of greasy feeling, and just be careful if you have sensitive skin. And I honestly don't know if I'll be trying anything else. That serum is $110. I think that is so overpriced, but for $58, this was a fun way to try out some JLo skincare. You can get that instant JLo glow with this. You're getting the squalene, you're getting the shea butter, so if you like those thick emollients and a moisturizer, you may potentially like this. So let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys interested in her line? What did you think of the whole marketing? Yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys. Overall, I do, like I said at the beginning, I do feel like people came down on her hard, and the ingredient list is actually pretty good with all things considering. So yeah, thanks again for watching this, guys. You guys are the best, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.